Israelis and Palestinians are preparing for another day of violent protests on Gaza's border with Israel. Next week, Palestinians will mark the 70th anniversary of what they call the catastrophe of Israel's independence. Many protesters say they have nothing to lose in risking death at the border. Norman Hermont reports from Gaza.
For 6 weeks, protests have raged on Gaza's border with Israel. At least 45 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli troops. Ahmed Abiad is one of the thousands of protesters who's been wounded. After Friday prayers 3 weeks ago, he joined demonstrators at the border fence. He says he had one thing with him, a Palestinian flag.
I was planning to hang the flag on the fence. The Israelis shot me in my legs. One bullet in my right leg and one bullet in my left leg.
He flatly rejects Israeli claims that he and other protesters are trying to launch attacks across the border.
I only had the flag with me, no weapons at all. They're shooting at us from behind the wall.
During the week, young Gazans come to watch as Israel prepares for the next clash.
Peaceful protests born out of frustration and hopelessness. Israel rejects that narrative and says these demonstrations have been tailor-made to fit the agenda of Hamas.
The organizers of the demonstrations say that the object is to break through the Israeli border and flood Israel with Palestinians, basically to take Israel down.
One thing no one disputes, Gaza is an economic wreck. Largely blockaded by Israel and Egypt, many families now rely on food supplied by the United Nations to survive.
Of course we don't get enough of this flour. I don't get enough to feed all of my family.
In conditions like these, protesters such as Ahmed Abiad say they have nothing to lose. He hopes he will recover in time so he can return to protest on the border. Norman Hermont, ABC News, Gaza.